One of my favorite techniques, as I said, is rising X block. And basically, it's a movement where you kind of cross in front, as you probably remember, and shoot straight up. It's a good speed thing. Now, when I do it, I picture a couple of things. Sometimes I'll picture someone coming at me with a club over the top of the head. This sometimes happens when somebody has a weapon and they want to hurt you and they want to pop you on top of the head. And you want it to be fast and snappy. So you cross in, and what I do is instead of blocking straight right, you snap the end of it. That snap makes it faster and a little bit more painful against the attacker. So it's very, very fast. Now, the good thing about this particular block, I'll show you in a second, it gives you the advantage of deciding whether they want to fight on the inside or the outside. Now, these are more advanced techniques, so some of the kids can practice this, the young kids, 4, 5, 7, or 8, but the older kids, of course, can do it more aggressively and more realistically. Remember, never do it so it's dangerous. Just get an idea of how strong you can do it without actually coming in contact or injuring your partner. So let's first play with somebody coming in over top of the head. Well, let's see. Why don't you grab like the wooden stick there? All right, so he has a weapon, and I don't. I always think it's interesting when someone has a weapon, you don't, because they think that they have the advantage because they have the weapon that makes them overconfident. And of course, he has got one weapon, and his brain's going to say, weapon, weapon, weapon. That's all he really needs. What do I have? Besides good looks, I've got many weapons. And as you train, you'll have many weapons as well. So I've got my whole body as a weapon, all these different things. So first thing I want to do, of course, is intercept the technique coming over top of the head, intercept it, and then of course we have choices as how we're going to do our counterattack. So job one, of course, is getting out of the line of fire, stopping the actual attack. And then once the person's under control, once you have their attack under control, then you can play with your counterattack. Decide whether you're going to hurt them or just block them and push them away and run away. You can decide what level you want to take it to. I always say the least amount of pain that you inflict or injury you inflict on the attacker, the better. Because the more you hurt them, the more you may feel pain in the future. In that, you really hurt them, they may come back later with a knife or a gun or friends or whatever. So try to keep it kind of low-key if possible. If you need to do something lethal, then you have that training, but you do not want to use it. Never, never use it unless you have no other choice. Okay, a little information there on counterattacks. So let's practice that. So person coming in over the top of the head, you want to bang, do your block. And once you block here, I like to block if possible before the weapon. If my timing is off, I could maybe block here or even here. Of course, then I have a problem with injuring, but that'll work because don't forget, if I block here, with both hands blocking at the strike at the same time, it will dissipate the energy over two surfaces, so it'll make it less painful. As if I'm doing this will get the whole brunt, but if I'm like this, it gets divided. Okay, so I do my block, I'm in, bang, and I can decide now if I'm going to come on the inside or the outside. In other words, I can decide if I'm going to go this way, rotate the hand against the weapon, and shoot over here. The problem with doing this is he's got these weapons, so if I'm here and I don't knock him out immediately, he can punch me, he can kick me, do whatever he wants. He's got lethal weapons, all lined up. This is good for me, though, because it's very fast. If I'm here like this, it goes very, very quickly. Okay, so the next one, which I think is the better one, person comes in over the top, you do your block and come on the outside. No, on the outside, I can still do quite a lot of attacks. I can break the knee, break the elbow, break the eyes, whatever I want to do. But he has not a lot he can do. He's off balance, so he can't really kick too easily. I can get the stick away pretty easily and be in the depth of it. But I'm much safer at this angle, so I have many more choices. I can take him into an armbar takedown if I want, to the floor. A lot of stuff I can do. So once again, rising X block, come into my block, bang, inside, right, or outside, which is preferable. Shuto, again, I'm safer because everything, all those weapons are kind of taken up. All right, so you can put that down. It also can be used nicely for just an open hand technique, a shoot over the top of the head. Then same thing. Same thing I did. Don't say the person is punching to the nose. Can I do the same thing? Yes, bang, bang, nice and fast. I have the same choices. I've got a nice strong block. I can come in, strike here, or come in again, and do an arm bar if I want. Take him down, Do a wrist lock takedown, do a finger lock. I love these finger locks because it takes very little strength. A little kid can do this and do good damage to the attacker without a lot of strength. And just about here is about as low as you want to go back. Okay, because it's kind of a distance here and you have to kind of push it up. If you want, you come up and just step aside, and that way it won't matter so much because you're not only blocking it, but you're actually stepping to the side. You can do your techniques as well. So those are your choices. Again, over the top of the head, face, middle of the body. Middle of the body, you may want to actually, if you also kind of step as you're doing it. And then you're going to good. Okay, so that's rising X block. Don't forget, kids can practice this. If you have a sibling, of course under parent supervision, or a parent who wants to practice this, so just do it slowly. Slowly means the person comes in, let's say over the top of the head, comes in real slow, and just practice it. And say, okay, here I am. What am I going to do now? It's pretty obvious. This doesn't take a lot of intelligence. I can say, what can I do now? I go, well, I can see, I can grab the wrist. I can see, I can do strike to the face, okay? I can see just by taking your time, what you can do. You don't have to rush it. If you rush it, someone's going to get hurt. Go slowly. And over time, you can speed it up. When you get really good at it and fast, you can perfect these techniques without ever injuring anybody else, without ever injuring yourself, and then you'll be pretty secure and safe in battle. Thank you very much.